Let's see if Aries is correct as we send it to the ring.
The following fight is set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the MLW World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied to the ring by Saint Laurent from Worcester, Massachusetts, weighing in at 270 pounds. Feast your eyes on the disruptor, Donovan Dijak!
Well, Saint Laurent has been trying to get his greasy, grimy, grubby, greedy hands on the MLW World title for years now, and I gotta give him credit. He's never had a better opportunity to do just that than with a 6'7" disruptor who has committed a Dijak hijack every single time he's entered that ring.
And there's one more advantage that we didn't talk about, and that's walking around ringside.
Yeah,
Mr. Saint Laurent.
Thank you for the accent, yes. He's always a presence you can't take your eye off of.
And the guy washes his hands, by the way.
I'm speaking more of generalities of his personality than actual physical cleanliness, but he needs some work on that as well, especially under these bright lights. He sweats a lot.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Filthy Tom Lawler from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 216 pounds. He is the current reigning and defending MLW World Heavyweight Champion, the King of Pros, Matt Riddle!
Matt Riddle waited 7 years to become a world champion. It took him on a journey across the world, and Filthy Tom Lawler was the missing piece to that puzzle to help guide him to the promised land. And whether it was Alex Kane, Satoshi Kojima, or 39 other fighters in Battle Riot, Matt Riddle has always risen to the occasion.
Well, here's my question, Dombrowski. Mr. Saint Laurent, he's got his managerial license. He's legally allowed to be out here. Does Filthy Tom Lawler have the same certification to be out ringside, or is he just tagging along?
Well, you've never seen in various different fights, in various different organizations, having your fight team out with you, having a cornerman, a sparring partner, the other people in your training camp?
I don't know, but if I was in the ring, if I was Donovan Dijak, I would take exception to this.
Let's keep in mind, Saint Laurent turned his back on Tom Lawler, fired him. As you take a look at the rib cage of Matt Riddle, you mentioned it a moment ago, Austin, that he is not 100%, and that's as a result of Donovan Dijak and Bishop Dyer. That attack with that crowbar, that lead pipe to Matt Riddle before Battle Riot, and you know as well as I do, Austin, you go into a fight hurt, maybe you want to suck it up, but you do so much more long-term damage.
You don't know anything about. I know about that. Okay. You don't know anything about that.
That's why I'm asking
you
about it.
You said I know and you know. No, you don't know.
I know.
But here's the
you're
thing:
gonna teach me.
you're gonna tape your ribs to help your ribs, but you also just put a target on it. Now everybody knows that your ribs aren't 100%, which we already knew. And you can tape the ribs all you want. You can smoke all the pain relief you want. But guess what? The minute Dijak hits you in those ribs, it's a different game. Once you can't breathe, it's a different game. And right now the game is your World Heavyweight Championship's on the line against 6'7", 270 pounds, and I don't like Riddle's chances.
Riddle looking for a single leg pick.
Yeah, that's not too smart.
Dijak drop step to get around it and keep his base. And will we get a clean break in the corner? These men have met before, and Riddle was only able to escape via disqualification, but that is history, not prophecy. Riddle has not been able to pin or submit Donovan Dijak. No one has in MLW.
And again, I don't want to take anything away from Matt Riddle. He's legit as legit is.
Sure.
He's earned his championship. In that ring, whatever his demeanor is, his unorthodox personality, the guy can get the job done. But right now, the odds aren't in his favor.
Notice Riddle gives up wrist control when he has the backup Dijak to get in the rear naked choke.
And that's what he's going to have to do. This is his best chance right here. End the match early. Look at those ribs. You can see it. Look at the bruises on that. End the match early and get out of here, because the longer this match goes on, the more it's going to favor Donovan Dijak.
Dijak was fading. You could see his face turn colors and him have a problem catching his breath. And Riddle back into it.
And this could be an early night. We could be hitting the showers real quick.
A tenacity in the champion Riddle, an urgency, knowing that as this match goes longer, Riddle's chances will decrease.
And this is what makes Riddle so dangerous. He's got so many different ways to put you away. He can use his strikes. But right there you saw, he almost locked in the choke, and it was all over.
Riddle's got those long legs, long reach, which just makes him so susceptible to be able to grapevine his opponent and entrap them, almost like a snake, luring you into a trap. St. Laurent with some words of encouragement. Touched on it earlier that St. Laurent fired Tom Lawler after accumulating some gambling debts, making some
well, wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, making some wagers on Lawler, and I think his friendship should have meant more than money, and he shouldn't have been gambling anyway. Be that as it may, Tom Lawler responded by breaking St. Laurent's arm.
You think that's justified? Guy says, hey, I don't want to work with you anymore, so you break his arm.
Well, he fired him and then had Dijak beat the hell out of him and put him on the shelf for a number of weeks. It was a little more than that. And St. Laurent deserves a lot worse karma than that. Maybe he could rip out his vocal cords, do us all a favor. Nice elbow by Dijak.
You know, one thing I kind of wonder is if Dijak is feeling a little bit of pressure to deliver for St. Laurent, right? Because it does seem like everything's in his favor.
Well, certainly the lure of the money and the fame and the championship is near, but Riddle sends Dijak spilling to the outside, but the power of Dijak.
Right on that apron, there's no padding there. Yeah. Those ribs flush on the apron. It might happen again.
Hold on, I can see Riddle's body bounce, and the ring didn't move an inch. That is a vile, vile landing.
Dijak just trying to catch his wind here. He almost got choked out in the first 2 minutes of the match.
Yeah. And that speaks to, of course, the UFC history of Riddle, some of the accolades he's got, and you spoke of the target a moment ago.
Yeah, you know, one thing with guys that are well-versed in MMA is sometimes your aggression gets used against you. I've had this happen to me. You're sparring with the guy, and you get too aggressive, and they just catch you in something. Something Dijak has to be careful about.
No question. Well, we know Riddle had to sign a medical release for this matchup because those ribs are still in such bad shape. I understand he technically has 2 broken ribs, so breathing and pain management will become more and more of a problem as this match gets deeper.
And if I was Dijak, I would just focus everything on those ribs. If a man can't breathe, a man can't fight.
Yeah. And I mean, let's face it, St. Laurent skyscrapers, Donovan Dijak, Bishop Dyer nearly finished that job in Los Angeles at Battle Riot 7. We could be minutes away from seeing the culmination of St. Laurent's plan and a brand new champion crown.
The one thing about Riddle, though, he's been tested. He's been in there. He's been in there with the chips are down. He's been in there beaten, bruised, battered, and he always finds a way to pull it out. He's got a lot of heart, or maybe he's, you know, just not too bright, doesn't know when to quit. But whatever it is, it's led to success. But right now, he doesn't look too successful, does he, Dombrowski?
He doesn't. He looks vulnerable, but he looks like he's not ready to quit. Emphatic kick out by the champion.
See, this is what I wonder. You see a little frustration on Dijak's face. Does he feel a lot of pressure? Who knows the kind of pressure St. Laurent's been putting on him in the back, telling him he's got to deliver here tonight. I've done everything to tip the scales in your favor. He's got to deliver here tonight.
Riddle struggling to fight on his feet, but you notice how one strike takes him down.
Plus, could you imagine losing a match to a guy who's got his finger and toenails painted? I would retire.
Riddle's got his own style unto himself. Not going to judge that, but what do you think MLW looks like with Donovan Dijak as world champion? He could be unbeatable for years.
Well, again, he calls himself the disruptor. You want to disrupt MLW? Take the world championship, put it around your waist. Disrupts everything, the whole pecking order.
For Matt Riddle, it is do or Dijak. To his feet. Riddle firing away. Palm strikes, round kicks, and Dijak shuts it down with a right cross.
One forearm, stop that.
Yeah.
Momentum that Riddle was building up.
You see the urgency in Riddle, but you see a meticulousness in Dijak.
He's controlled this whole match so far.
Oh, Riddle got the knee.
But
inside cradle, but
oh, might have saved him getting caught in the ropes. Being 6'7" might have just saved him right there, but it didn't save him.
Riddle hung on to the grip and caught the Fisherman Buster, but at what cost to his own body?
That just evened it up right there in my book. All the damage that Riddle had taken, and he just evened the odds with that one move. When you take a guy who's 6'7", 270, and you drop him on his neck, that's a game changer.
Dijak knows he's got to move, knows he's got to respond, but favoring that neck heavily.
You think that could be a stinger. Now his arms could be numb. He could lose some feeling in his hands. And that could, you never know. When you start dealing with neck things like that, that's connected to everything right there. Your legs go weak. You don't have any grip strength. There's a number of problems when your neck gets compromised.
And that could be the secret to Riddle, chopping down the big tree. Drop step, knee strike. Riddle gets it's a rock Dijak, but he's not off his feet.
Again, Riddle doesn't wear any knee pads, so that's knee bone on jawbone.
Yeah. And Riddle doesn't care what damage is done to his knees in the process, as long as the job gets done. Riddle taking a chance. That twisting Broton connects.
Again, there you see how diverse Riddle's offense is.
This could be all 2 count only.
He hits you with strikes. He lock you in chokes. Put on other submissions. Come off the top rope. He's as well-rounded as any champion we've had here in MLW.
But with every minute that goes on, you must ask yourself how much is left before Matt Riddle's body gives out.
Well, it's tough. You have a rib injury. You can't get full breaths. You can't get a deep breath. You can only get shallow breaths. And after a while, that doesn't provide enough oxygen to keep going at the pace that Riddle's been going at.
Oh, Dijak! Discus boot!
That's a 14 in the face.
Riddle's window may have closed, but a kick out. Riddle is working against the clock, to your point.
You know what, I'm surprised. Did you see Laurent actually get in the air and jump? He really thought that was the end of the match right there. He left his feet.
That was that rumbling I heard.
I thought it was an earthquake.
Dijak's in the zone. These fans are all team Matt Riddle.
But again, Dijak's got to stay focused here. Stay focused. Stop with these stupid people.
And he's telling them, feast your eyes on this.
Don't tell him anything. Show him.
Oh, Riddle
Look at
on
that.
his feet.
Oh.
Got the knee. Bone to the knee.
It.
To the side of the head. And a kick out. Oh, a near fall.
You see how quick it can change, how quick it can be over.
Well, Riddle knows a counter for just almost anything, any position. Back to the Broton.
Big chance.
Oh, moonsault, but nobody there.
Landed on his feet, though. Great agility. Wait.
Third chop was ducked. And there's a sit-out choke slam. First one didn't connect. Second one did. New champion, but Riddle slides his shoulder.
You see how he used that rib tape to hoist him up.
Yeah.
Use that to his advantage. Wasn't enough, though. And now you got to start thinking, if you're Dijak, what will be enough? What do I need to do to keep Matt Riddle down?
Well, St. Laurent thought he had the bulletproof plan back at Battle Riot 7.
Wait a minute. Dijak looking to the top rope.
Dijak, you're 6'7", you're some 270 pounds.
And that's not a place that he's got to be too accustomed to going.
I know you're a hell of an athlete, but think about this.
This is what you have to do when you want to become the world champion.
And Riddle meets Dijak.
Might have cost him here. Took a risk.
2 big boys.
Oh!
Riddle the German suplex throw. Dijak's not moving.
Here's Riddle's chance. Oh, he hit it.
Broton connects. Matt Riddle has done it.
Oh! How did Dijak get the shoulder up? That's what Laurent's wondering on the outside.
Riddle is asking the same question as every hard breath sends a jolt of pain through the body of the champion. He presses on.
These stupid people gave him a one-syllable word, so of course he'll chant it.
Oh, Brostone.
That can't be good for the ribs.
Oh, they're not strong enough to hold the weight. Great call. And Dijak.
Always.
He hit Riddle with the Bro Stone.
Gonna beat him the most insulting way possible.
No! And Riddle somehow kicks out, but my God, Dijak.
He's intent on hitting something off the top rope.
You gotta be kidding me. Dijak!
He hit it! That's it, we got a new champion!
Forget about it! No! And the rage, the disbelief, the incredulousness across Dijak's face. He was so close, but not close enough.
Not only did Riddle kick out, but he had the wherewithal to go outside, but Dijak followed him out, and he hit Filthy Tom Lawler took them both out.
A tope con hero. Enough size, enough mass to take out 10 Filthy Bros, let alone 2.
Just call it a dive, Dombrowski. It was got to be so fancy.
Either way, it was damn sure effective.
6'7" dive.
And it could be the end.
And more importantly, it took out Tom Lawler on the outside. No interference.
Wait a minute, this is feast your eyes. If Dijak hits this, we have a new world champion. Now Riddle caught the leg.
Oh!
Got the counter!
And he got it good. Might have broke Dijak's neck.
A KO shot to Dijak. He's not moving.
Don't forget earlier he dumped him on his neck too. That's already
Wait a
been
minute!
weakened.
St. Laurent's got the referee. Get the hell out of here.
What's the referee doing? The referee's hugging him.
What's St. Laurent doing? It's not St. Laurent's gravitational pull. He's doing this on purpose.
Well, the referee needs to turn around.
Well, St. Laurent's got to get out of the city. Oh, no, Dijak.
What happened?
He went downstairs. You saw
he's just picking him up.
You're watching the same monitor I am.
He's just picking him up.
Feast your eyes on that.
There he hit it. Cover up. Hook the leg.
New champion.
Count.
St. Laurent's plan works. Hey!
Wait a minute.
Lawler.
Wait a minute. What is Tom Lawler doing? He's not even supposed to be out there.
Lawler's doing the right thing.
He's cheating. Where's your honor?
What a world title match at Azteca Lucha. And Lawler, do you really want to do this, St. Laurent?
Hey!
Yeah!
He's just a manager.
He's a lot more than that, but I can't say what on the air.
Wait a minute. In the ring, he's got him back up.
Wait, that's Kruger.
Wait a second.
Kruger's got that Gravity Gamble title match briefcase.
Oh!
No! Kruger hit Dijak. He was aiming for Riddle.
I don't think that's what he wanted to have happen.
We knew Contra had infiltrated the premises, and Lawler.
And they both spill over the top.
Saving Riddle from Contra. Dijak, I don't think realizes what happened. He's out on his feet.
Riddle looks like he's trying to hook in a submission. He's got him locked.
Dijak. He taps. He taps.
Wow.
Here is your winner by submission and still MLW World Heavyweight Champion, the King of Bros, Matt Riddle.
There was just so much going on during this match. High impact moves, off the top rope. We had interference, we had run-ins, we had briefcases.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Dijak.
They're going at it.
Is throwing human beings into Matt's Kruger. He is irate.
He can't be happy that Kruger cost him the title.
Was Kruger going to activate that title match? Was he trying to hurt Riddle? Either way, it backfired, and we got one giant pissed off at another, but Matt Riddle is still the MLW World title against all odds.
I don't know how he does it time and time again. Cat with 7 lives, Riddle lives for another day.